So much has been changed, and today you're gonna learn why. Starting out, the storyline is back, and people have been freaking out over the return of the Visitor. I'm not surprised that looking at his name, it claims he's from Reality Unknown. But did you know this is a last-minute change? You can discover exactly what reality's from if you go into a Fall Guys or a Lego map, and your skin's name will secretly change from Unknown to Reality 157. What does this mean? Wait until you hear about a POI that no one knows has been deleted. Hidden in the hills of Demon's Domain, there's been a tiny factory here ever since the start of Chapter 6. It was called Splitting Pins and was full of YouTube bots building bowling pins. It even had a small bowling alley. It was
That's so cool. I didn't even know that, bro. Did you know they had a bowling alley in there? Bro, did you know there was a bowling alley in Fortnite? What the hell?
Little area. But now, you're not going to find it in Season 3 because it was pulverized by a new area, Lakeside Lab. By far, one of the
bro, I love when they do that shit. It's so cool.
Easiest secret changes has to be the first ever secret skin to release early. Ever since these were introduced, we've had to wait a few months and complete challenges to get them, but not with Superman. Turns out if you pay for the 25 tier battle bundle in the shop, Epic are just handing Superman to us an entire month and a half early. This also means you don't have to do any challenges. They have never done anything.
You don't have to do any challenges to get the new Fortnite skin, bro. For Superman, you can just grab it. What the hell? It's the first time they've ever done this.
Like this before, but this also has a downside. It means you just get Superman, none of his set, which is
so you just get Superman, none of his set.
It's kind of a bummer. And the worst part is they couldn't even get his back bling to work correctly.
You've got a big new website idea and the team loves it. Instead of taking months to build it, why not just use Frame?
You might have bought this bundle and realized, what's wrong with the cape? Well, it turns out they granted the one from the Chapter 2 Battle Pass to everyone who bought this bundle, which is obviously an embarrassing mistake, but it gets worse.
Bro, they wildin' this season, man. So I guess they gave everybody the same back bundle. Hold on.
Trying to fix this, Fortnite actually just deleted the old cape from everyone who had it. That includes people who rightfully bought it back in Chapter 2. They checked their locker and poof, it was gone. So yeah, they kind of ruined Superman this season, but there's also another hidden change to Season 3's main villain, and you probably had no idea. We've been fighting Daigo all week, but there's a secret you'll only know about if you look underneath his mask. So if you check out his skin from Season 1's Battle Pass and take off his mask, you'll notice that he used to look like this. But check out his current boss in the map and glance at his face, it is now totally different. Ever since he returned from the spirit realm, it has changed him deeply, and you can spot his
so cool. Attention to detail, bro. I love Fortnite's attention to detail, bro. Like, they really be killing it.
Different hairstyle, and most importantly, his scars have been completely healed by his new power.
Like this type of shit right here, bro. Look, the scars are gone. Look at this, bro. This is so cool.
And all of this is hiding in plain sight. Now, what you won't find while exploring the island is a feature that's been around since Chapter 4. Storm forecast towers have always been a good way to get some loot, a key card.
I love storm towers, bro. That's like, honestly, storm towers are my favorite way to play the game, because you can like see where the storm is going like prematurely. You can play the game a little better. That's just me though, like, you know what I'm saying?
To figure out where you need to go next, but not anymore. The towers and the guards surrounding them have been totally removed, and there's actually a reason for this. Turns out, if you find the Storm Healer boon that regenerates your shield while you're in the storm, you can unlock a secret ability once you've got your hero ranked to S tier. Now the boon will upgrade to give you storm forecasts.
Bro, so storm towers are gone. Storm towers are gone this season, bro. So you gotta get the storm boon. I don't know if you just saw that, but like basically, you gotta get the storm boon right here. Let's watch this again. You gotta get a storm caller boon, then get your rank to S, and then you'll get the storm, like the call to know where the storm is. It's not the same way it was last season.
Generates your shield while you're in the storm. You can unlock a secret ability once you've got your hero ranked to S tier. Now the boon will upgrade to give you storm forecasts.
I miss the storm towers.
Eliminates the need for towers completely. Sadly, one of the best ways to get loot while on the go has vanished from Season 3. You might have noticed that you can sit at a station or on the railway tracks and nothing appears. The train is officially out of service, but there's more to the story than you think.
Oh my God, the train is officially out of service. The train is officially out of service this track, bro.
People just assumed it was vaulted again, except if you look underneath this bridge, you'll actually find it. It turns out it's been delayed, all thanks to some cows and a pile of rubble blocking the tracks. While we wait for this whole situation to be cleared up, the services won't be running, but that doesn't mean it's gone for the whole season. It will be back soon. After all, it's not like they added a whole train station to Utopia City for nothing. Now, the train has been taken out of service before, but usually it's completely destroyed. So that begs the question, if it's completely intact but just stopped, can we still loot it for the cash chest?
That's
well, this
so
is yet another
crazy.
secretly changed feature because the
like
capture
insane,
area has been
bro.
completely replaced by normal chests, so it's easier to grab loot, but you don't get the good one. One of the strangest things that happened on season launch day was the appearance of 2 Nintendo games on Fortnite's own website. Yeah, with all the new UEFN features, Epic released some more documentation on how to use them, and one of the images on the blog showed this. This is Crom from Fire Emblem alongside Kyle Hyde from Hotel Dusk, which is a DS game from 2006. So people
cool,
quickly saw this and freaked out, thinking it was an accidental leak of an upcoming collab. But I'm not convinced. First of all, we know the history of Fortnite and Nintendo. If they were gonna collab, I doubt it would be these two characters. And second of all, this is on the UEFN docs and not an official blog post, which makes it seem more like a developer threw their favorite characters into an example photo.
Yeah, nah, you can trust the developer
it will be made public. And when the community discovered it, Epic rushed to secretly delete the image from the blog and swept it under the rug forever.
Oh shit.
One of the coolest changes of Season 3 isn't even being talked about. Everyone is so laser focused on the 3 new POIs, they haven't noticed what else is happening. The Kappa Kappa factory is expanding their operations across the map, and by that I mean pickleball courts for their employees. This place is huge. There are like 6 courts here and plenty of room for spectators, so maybe they're sponsoring their own tournaments or something like that.
That'd be so hard
to
start
are performance-enhancing substances. And even though we were all shocked to find out the Star Wars POIs, they're still here, it's not like they're populated anymore. In fact, while Mos Eisley and the entire Enclave is still around, it doesn't feel the same.
That's not noticed, bro. Like, they left all the Star Wars POIs, even though they took it out of the game. So, like, you still might want to check that out.
Mostly because our favorite characters have returned home. The Millennium Falcon is no longer parked up outside the town, and you'll also notice the huge Jawa sandcrawler has left. No idea where these guys went, though, because, you know, they live on Tatooine.
Bro, they took it out.
But there is one Star Wars POI that got a major overhaul. Vader's area has been restored to Shogun Solitude, except there have been some refurbishments that no one's talking about. The area looks completely different to Season 2 with fresh water beds, garden work, and overall cleanup of the place, so I kind of wonder who lives here now. What I can say is that Fletcher Kane is definitely not settling here anymore.
So they got some new movement for the bosses, bro. Okay.
The island just no longer welcomes him, so naturally he's packing up and moving away, and you can see it for yourself at his mansion. The rooms are getting cleared out and are full of moving boxes. I'd feel bad for him if he wasn't such a brutal tyrant. Although it was a very pleasant surprise to grab the Battle Pass this season and be given a crossover within seconds. Robin is given out to everyone in Tier 1, and it's actually more impressive than you'd realize. Turns out this is the first time we've had a collab skin in Tier 1 of an original Battle Pass since The Mandalorian and Chapter 2 Season 5. I checked. It has really been that long when you exclude entire collab seasons. That, along with getting Superman early, makes this the first season in history where you can get every crossover from the Battle Pass without going up a single level. Kinda nuts.
Bro, you get every skin from the Battle Pass this season without going up a single level. It's like basically as soon as you grab the Battle Pass this season, you get Superman and Robin, bro. Like, that's super cool. Make sure you check that out.
We also got something that hasn't been seen since Chapter 4. It has been nearly 2 years since Slap Juice has been in the game, but we got it back with Galactic Battle. Perfect combo with the lightsabers to sprint and jump forever, but now with them being vaulted, it's gone too. Now it hasn't left us sprinting around with no stamina. Instead, it's been replaced with a new source of slap, booms. Now you'll get this effect with speed healing anytime you use a consumable. Not the only mobility change either, because with the all new powers coming into the loot pool, Epic has decided to vault some, including the Grapple Glove. We only just got it back a couple of weeks ago, but in less than 10 days, it's gone again. Now we'll have to rely on things like the base boost or upcoming cube surfing. Another item vaulted from last season was actually last seen in the event. The Rift to Go made 2 appearances in the Death Star Sabotage, and we got to use it for the last update of the season, but you won't find it in Season 3 anymore. But you can still find Daigo's old workshop. At first glance, it seems like Demon's Domain wiped out every bit of mass meadows we once knew, but all it takes is some deep exploration, and you'll find a secret tunnel system. Follow it along and you'll re-enter the old room that used to be the hideout of his dark magic. Since it's not hidden anymore, this place has been completely converted into tennis courts. Not really sure what's up with Fortnite this season, but they seem to love sports areas right now.
It's just that attention to detail. And of course they put me on that. Of course.
The same goes for fast food companies because they're the only surviving part of the Eat landmark. Last season, this mountain was full of crashed AT-ATs, which even got repurposed into a restaurant. But they've been cleared away, leaving only the food trucks behind, and that cave you could blast open with a cannon, that is now permanently open, making up for the missing loot here. And did you know there's a whole style missing from the OG pass? Players have noticed out of all the seasons we've got so far, the skins have stayed true to their original counterparts, giving players a chance to have a taste of the ones they missed out on. And now that streak has changed with Omega Alpha. We've had Skull Commander, Night Conqueror, even Sparkle Diva, all of which look similar to the ones from 2018. But then we got to Omega and found out he only has a white or gold style, with the original black removed. Another thing they deleted off the island is corpses. Last season, we took advantage of 4 dead llamas to hide inside and even regain health, but these weren't any normal llamas. Take a closer look and you'll see they were white with horns, and that's because it's actually from Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure,
It's a huge reference to when Luke hid inside a tauntaun to stay warm, and with the season over, they vanished. And that's just like all the jewels in the stores across the island. Lawless let us break into these places every game to steal gold, and sometimes even dill bits. But with all the crime over and no more of the Baron's gold in circulation, all of these stores are now left abandoned with smashed cabinets. Even the diamond-shaped shrub outside the shop has been stolen, so I guess these places really did get smashed and grabbed. At least you can stop worrying about someone smashing a junk rift on your head. It is another one of the items falling victim to the vault this season. And that's because it's been replaced with an entirely better version, Crypto the Dog. Other utility items like the Shield Breaker EMP and the Big Bush Bomb have also been removed, which you probably didn't notice since almost nobody used them last season. And I can say the same for Ranked OG. Epic already axed support for the Zero Build version a couple of months ago, but the player base was still split between solos, duos, and squads for all 3 versions. Like, they had to cut queue times and reduce the amount of bots in every match, so now the mode is purely casual. And there's a secret only 1% of Superman fans got to see in Fortnite before it was quietly removed. If you launched the game right after downtime, you would have seen the set was actually called Superman Legacy for just a few minutes, and then Epic hotfixed it. They changed it to simply Superman, as you see it right now. And another collab has been completely wiped out with this update. Secretly, Fortnite have removed all traces of Sabrina's festival teaser on the map, changing the mic and guitar to normal ones instead, even wiping the kiss off the wall. And that's all because Deadmau5 is coming next. That's everything changed in Fortnite Super. It's been Tommy and Kevin here.
Yes, sir. Deadmau5 is coming next, gang. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. It's about to be up, my boys. Ooh, yes, sir. I'm actually excited about that, bro. But you know what? I love y'all, boys.